I think Pitino's decision to bench him was a little weird. I
Yeah,
mean, this
what would
guy
you have
is
done? John Starks famously cold in the game 7 of the finals. Would you have benched John Starks?
no,
He shoots out of it, right? You just got to keep launching shots.
yeah, like it's not like the
Unless
guy
he's
forgot how
hurt.
to shoot. It's not like the guy
Yeah.
exactly. It's not like he forgot how to shoot. You just gotta hope they start going in.
But do you
You know,
think the psyche is something you have to coach? If you look at John Starks or Lewis, and you're just like, hey, man, it's going to come down to these last 5 minutes and his 4 shots he's going to get. I looked into his eyes, I saw right into his soul. I don't see it. I am going to make the personnel change.
that sort of happened in the St. John game. I don't know if you were
Yeah.
watching it, but there was a clip where Zuby was like shaking him,
Yeah.
trying to get him
The
out of
shit
his
is
stupor,
emotional.
and
It's
his
young
eyes
people.
were just glazed over. The glazing of his eyes was insane.
The classic Vietnam War movie, right? It's just like, this guy's toast. You just stay here.
No,
You're shell
he
shocked.
had the 1,000-yard stare. He was being shaken by the shoulders, and he wasn't even like nodding. He was just kind of staring forwards into the void. I'm like, all right, have a seat.
Yeah, me at the Italian restaurant, completely shell shocked, stuffed shell shocked.
Um, that was like me at that supermarket in Queens, aisles and aisles of chili sauces. I'm like, Andrew, you're shaking me. You're like, get the hot pot starter. I'm like, Andrew, I don't know what I'm looking at here. It's just all red.
Me on Mulberry Street during Slam Gennaro, ordering those baked clams, clearing them, just like shocked, the shells. Just a ghost of myself, man.
But I felt bad for RJ. He had a great season, and clearly the response to this was probably. I'm sure there were St. John's fans in the mix because there was a lot of New York hype about them. So people were betting them to win it, betting them to go further in their pools, and those people. But the
Don't mess with
tournament's a
money.
weird one though. Well, the
Yeah.
tournament's a weird one though because a lot of the people might have just thought St. John's was going to be better, and they aren't actually St. John's fans at all. They're just people who were like, "Well, I had you go into the Elite Eight, and you bowed out, a
The
round or two
Pitino
early,
bias. Yeah.
and like, fuck you, dude." And you can't really distinguish, and you shouldn't try to distinguish between just the random weird gamblers who are mad at your team underachieving and you as the primary culprit for that disappointing performance versus St. John's fans. Like, don't spend that much time on this kid, but you might just be like, well, the entire fan base hates me. I think I'm just going to go maybe to the NBA, and if not, I don't know, Towson State, whatever.